Ever wonder about the wisdom that seems to arrive just a tad too late? Stoicism, with its rich heritage from thinkers like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, offers profound insights into living a life of virtue, resilience, and contentment. Yet, so often, we grasp these truths only in hindsight. From understanding the true value of time to recognizing the power of our choices, this video explores 7 crucial Stoic lessons that can transform our lives, if only we heed them sooner rather than later. Join us on a journey through the heart of Stoic wisdom, and let's discover together how to apply these ancient lessons to our modern lives, ensuring that wisdom is not a visitor in the twilight of our days, but a trusted guide from the dawn. Don't let these lessons come too late. Start embodying the Stoic way today for a more fulfilled tomorrow. But first, I would like to ask you to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell so you don't miss the next video. First lesson: control is often an illusion. Now here's a spicy one for you. The idea that control is often just smoke and mirrors. We humans, bless our hearts, we love to think we've got the reins tight in our hands, directing the course of life like we're some kind of rodeo champions. But Stoicism throws a cold bucket of water on that fiery illusion, reminding us that, hey, maybe we're not as in control as we think. Seneca, that sharp-tongued sage, he had a way with words. He said, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." What he's getting at is this: we fuss and fret about controlling every little thing, but most of what we worry about never even happens. It's like we're shadowboxing with life, throwing punches at phantoms. The real deal, the Stoic secret sauce, is understanding what's truly in our control: our actions, our responses, and our attitudes. Everything else? It's like trying to grasp water. It just slips through our fingers. So instead of trying to command the winds, we ought to adjust our sails, focusing on navigating our ship with wisdom and grace. Embrace the freedom that comes from recognizing control is often an illusion. Let go of that tight grip on the uncontrollable, and instead, steer your own inner vessel with all the calm and confidence of a Stoic sage. That's living, my friends. Second lesson: the power of listening. So, the power of listening. Now that's a gem often overlooked in our loud, bustling world. We're all so busy broadcasting our own signals, we forget the art of tuning into the frequencies of others. Stoicism, with its deep wells of wisdom, shines a light on the importance of cocking an ear, truly listening, not just for the pause in the conversation to jump in with our 2 cents. Epictetus, the Stoic philosopher with a backstory that'd make your heart weep, he had this to say: "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." Imagine that, living with the intention of absorbing, understanding, not just waiting to reply. Listening, truly listening, is like giving a gift of your full presence to someone else, acknowledging that what they have to say matters. The lesson here: listening is a superpower. It's how we learn, grow, and connect on a level deeper than the surface chit-chat. By embracing the Stoic practice of listening more and speaking less, we open ourselves up to a world of insights, perspectives, and connections we'd otherwise miss. So let's dial down the noise and tune into the harmony of human experience, one attentive ear at a time. Friends, we strive to create unique content for you, for which we would like to ask you to support our channel by liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and we also recommend watching our other videos. Next lesson: the value of time. The value of time. Now that's a lesson that often arrives just a tad too late, ain't it? Time's like that generous buddy always handing out favors, and we're just kinda zoning out, not really getting how awesome that is until the party's almost over. Stoicism? It's all about grabbing that wisdom nugget early on, not after the fact when we're all, "Oh man, I get it now." Marcus Aurelius, old school wise guy, he was straight up with his advice. Quit yapping about what it means to be a good dude. Just be the dude. Swap good dude with smart with your time, and boom, we've got our mission. It's like he's saying, stop dreaming about living and just live, will ya? Here's the deal. Imagine time's this super rare coin you've got. Spend it? Poof, it's gone. No do-overs. The Stoic crew pushes us to be all in, on purpose. Every tick of the clock, That's your shot to do something cool, be a better you, level up in wisdom. Don't hang around for a gray hair to teach you time's worth. Let's do Marcus solid and get wise with our time, starting right now. 4. Diving into the freedom of forgiveness. Now that's where you hit the sweet spot of Stoic wisdom. It's like unlocking a cage we didn't even know we were trapped in. Forgiveness, you see, isn't about letting someone else off the hook. It's about setting yourself free from the weight of resentment that's been holding you down. Marcus Aurelius, a man who faced more than his fair share of backstabbing and betrayal, still managed to say, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury." What he's whispering to us across the ages is this: holding on to anger is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to get sick. It just doesn't work that way. Forgiveness is that breath of fresh air after a long, stifling heat. It's choosing to no longer carry the burden of anger, to no longer let those past hurts dictate how you live in the present. The Stoics, they were onto something profound. They knew that freedom comes from within, from the choices we make about how to respond to the wrongs done to us. So let's embrace this Stoic lesson of forgiveness. Let it be the key that unlocks the chains of bitterness, allowing us to walk freely into a future where we're not defined by the actions of others, but by our own capacity to love, understand, and yes, forgive. It's not just about making peace with others, it's about making peace with ourselves. That, my friends, is true freedom. Friends, be sure to share your opinion in the comments, it's important to us. Lessons number 5, the futility of worry. Worry, that old thief of joy. It's like we're carrying around a backpack filled with bricks, each one labeled with a different what if. Stoicism hands us a tool to lighten that load, the realization of the sheer futility of worry. It's understanding that worrying about something doesn't prevent it from happening, it just steals the peace of the present moment. Seneca, ever the voice of reason, quips, "He suffers more than necessary, who suffers before it is necessary." What he's getting at is this: most of what we worry about never comes to pass. We're in a boxing match with shadows, exhausting ourselves over battles that may never even touch down in our arena. Here's the Stoic kicker: focusing on what's in our control. Can we change the outcome by worrying? No. But we can change our response to the possibility of adversity. It's about preparing, not panicking. Training our mind to stay in the here and now, to deal with challenges as they come, not in the endless cycles of our imagination. Let's take this lesson to heart. Ditch the backpack of worry bricks. Live in the moment, prepare for the future without fear, and remember that the only real battle is the one happening right now, in how we choose to live and think. That, my friends, is the path to peace, the power of living in the present. Oh, the power of living in the present. This is where the Stoics hit the jackpot of wisdom. Imagine life as a grand parade, with all its pomp and pageantry. Too many of us are so fixated on the next float that we miss the beauty of the one passing right in front of us. Living in the present is about soaking up every detail of that float, living fully in the now, not in the next, or the what has been. Marcus Aurelius, that emperor philosopher who probably had more on his plate than most, still found the clarity to say, "Do not dwell in the past, do not dream of the future, concentrate the mind on the present moment." He's nudging us to drop the distractions, the regrets, and the anxieties for a future we can't predict, and instead, embrace the moment we're in. The Stoics weren't suggesting we ignore the past or fail to plan for the future. Rather, they were about finding the balance, learning from what was, preparing for what might be, but always living fully in what is. The present is the only time we truly own, the only moment we can act, choose, and live. So, let's dive deep into the present. Let the richness of the now fill our senses and our souls. By anchoring ourselves in the present, we're not just passing through time, we're truly living it. This moment, right here, it's a gift. Unwrap it, cherish it, and make it count. Last lesson: relationships over achievements. Think of life as the ultimate dinner party. Yeah, those shiny achievements? They're like the fancy dishes that make the spread look killer. But what really fills you up? It's the laughter, the epic stories, and those unforgettable moments with your crew that stick with you long after the party's over. Seneca, that wise old sage, hit us with the truth bomb. Our lives aren't short, we just waste them. He's all about telling us to chuck the time we spend chasing after gold stars and spend it on what really matters, building deep, real-deal connections with our people. It's those bonds that make our time here richer, stretching our existence beyond the here and now, through memories and the legacies we leave behind, way past any shiny object could. Stoicism? It's straight up about valuing folks over things, choosing relationships over trophies. The Stoics had it pegged. When it's all said and done, it ain't the plaques on our walls that count, but the love we've given and the solid connections we've built. Sure, winning feels good for a hot minute, but it's the people in our lives who bring the real joy that lasts a lifetime. So let's get our priorities straight and treasure our relationships like the ultimate win. Remember, every second with our loved ones is priceless, way more precious than the fanciest bling. At the end of the day, it's the bonds we create and strengthen that truly make us rich and define the legacy we leave behind. We've journeyed through the value of cherishing our time, the liberating truth that control is often an illusion, the transformative power of listening, the freedom found in forgiveness, the peace that comes from releasing worry, the richness of living in the present, and the ultimate fulfillment found in prioritizing relationships over achievements. Watch more of our content, subscribe to the channel. May the Force be with us.